People, more watch this video, come back, more put our test, my people. Since they have to share this video and drop your opinion, guys.
Was sentenced, there were a lot of people expecting the Igbos to react with violence. Yes, Nigeria was expecting the Igbos, to react immediately, perhaps spring up some kind of violence around the country, maybe to break things, to destroy infrastructure, and to also, behave unruly. And that shows the way they mounted police around the southeast on that very day. And also, even on Nnam Kanu's house, there was some kind of a police formation around the house to forestall any attack. This gets to show you the way they misunderstand the Igbos, because they do not understand the kind of people that we are. And that is why we always keep them guessing at all times. This will not be the first time they have offended the Igbo people. Remember Python dance, where they unalived up to 28 people lost their lives, and you can see the reaction of Igbos in that. They never took up arms, they never destroyed infrastructure, they never raised their voice, they never did even a single protest. And even when Buhari was around the corner and there were a lot of protests around in Port Harcourt, Anambra, and some southeast states, and how Buhari clamped down on agitators then, and some lost their lives, of course. You can see the way people reacted. Nobody took up arms, nobody was violent, nobody even did anything that will cause public damage. That is because the Igbos, we understand our language. We speak with one voice. We know what we want to do, and we know when we want to do what we want to do. Nnam Kanu has made it clear that there is a goal, and that goal will definitely face trials and tribulations, and people will try to tarnish the goal to make it look as if we are a certain kind of people. That is why he keeps on saying all eyes on the goal at all times. And it is that common goal that makes the Igbos not to be distracted despite any setback or any act of violence upon us as a people. And that is why Nnam Kanu kept on saying that his quest for Biafra is one out of self-determination and not one out of violence. Whenever they accuse Kanu of being too vocal or loud in the court, I laugh at them. What do you expect him to do? Is it when he carries gun to defend himself in court that people will now understand that this man has a right to speak? Nigeria is a country that they want to pin you as a terrorist by all means. Even when you talk, you are a terrorist. So you see that Nnam Kanu has picked up microphone and they are calling him a terrorist.
Yeah.
Could it be that even the violence may even be better? Could it be that violence may even be better than silence sometimes?
Wow.
But to put it very clear, the general mood of the Igbos after that sentencing was one that should be studied in Harvard and Oxford University. Because people still do not understand, mostly outsiders, don't understand the thinking of Igbos and what is in their mind and what they are planning. It's very funny, because sometimes in life, silence can be very dangerous.
That's it.
Could it be their conscience is pricking them? Or could it be that anything Igbo always gives Nigerians sleepless nights? I stumbled upon a video I want to play for you, and that video somehow caught the affection of how Igbos are thinking at this particular time, and exactly the reason for the silence of Ndibo. I somehow agree with the poster, because some things he said actually are in line with the mindset of Igbo people. Maybe not 100%, but at least he came close to what the Igbos are thinking and how the Igbos are reacting to this Nnam Kanu's issue right now. Listen to this video. Watch this video.
My people not be lie, because the thing even surprised us. I can't this evil acts. They just quiet. Igbo people just quiet. More here, my people.
Are reacting to this Nnam Kanu's issue right now.
More here.
Listen to this video. Watch this video.
I told you people that the Igbos will move on. Once they sentence Nnam Kanu, they will not even try to protest. Everybody will move about their daily activities, pretending or behaving as if nothing happened. This exactly is what most people say. But let me tell you one thing. Many will look at the streets and say there are no protests. Nobody is rioting. So maybe they don't care. But silence is not peace. Silence is what people do when they are tired of shouting. Silence is what remains after decades of ignored cries. Silence is what happens when a wound becomes normal. In the southeast, the quiet is louder than any protest because the verdict did not sentence just Nnam Kanu. It reopened something older, something deeper, something that the country pretends it doesn't exist. This is not politics. This is not tribalism. This is emotion. This is identity. This is pain passed down from parent to child since 1970. Ask any Igbo elder and they will tell you it is not just Nnamdi Kanu alone. It is the symbolism. It is what this judgment represents. It represents exclusion. It represents lack of justice. It represents a narrative that the Southeast is always the villain, always the threat, always the suspect. To many Igbo people, this judgment feels like a deja vu, a familiar punishment, a familiar story. There is a quiet fear spreading in Igbo land. Not fear of protest or soldiers, not fear of violence, but a fear quite deeper. That this country has just showed them once again that their voices does not matter. That their leaders can be taken, silenced, removed without any effort to understand the reasons behind their anger. The fear is not about Kanu being behind bars. The fear is what it means for the future, for their kids, for the next generation who will grow up watching all this. Here is the most dangerous question rising across Igbo land quietly. If our cries for justice always ends in courtrooms and prisons, what are we really a part of? This is not a question about secession. This is a question about belonging. Every time something like this happens, the gap between the Igbo and Nigeria widens. Not because they want it, because the country keeps pushing them to the edge. But here is the irony. The same Southeast that feels ignored, the same Southeast that feels wounded, is always the region Nigeria cannot live without. The traders, the thinkers, the builders, the inventors, the risk takers, the people whose resilience is stronger than any gate, any wall, any prison. And that is why the emotional reaction to Nnamdi Kanu's sentence is not just about anger. It's sadness, it is exhaustion, it is the feeling of being misunderstood again. But breaking, no. The Igbo spirit does not break. It bends, it carries, it survives. Right now, across Igbo land, a quiet conversation is happening again and again. If Nigeria truly believes this sentence will bring peace, why is nobody asking what caused the agitation in the first place? Why is nobody addressing lack of political inclusion, economic neglect, federal appointments that always excludes the Southeast, the memory of a war that never healed, a region treated like an afterthought, a narrative written without them, a wound that Nigeria keeps telling them to forget. Kanu's imprisonment is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a harder conversation. The real reaction in Igbo land currently is not shouting. It is heartbreak, it is tiredness, it is the quiet realization that no matter how much they contribute, no matter how deeply they love this country, they are still struggling to be seen as equals. But in that heartbreak lies something powerful. A people who has never relied on the system to survive. A people whose strength is older than Nigeria itself. A people who will always rise with or without acceptance. So as Nnamdi Kanu begins his life sentence, the real question is not about him alone. The real question is about the future of Igbo identity in a country that still don't understand their pain, and the world is watching.
I thought that was a very strong opinion, but definitely cannot be all the general mind of Ndigo worldwide. But I understand the point he was trying to make, because we have seen a lot in Nigerian society.
My people, this man made the judge sentence to my people in Nigeria. Now let God will head that country. I never see country like this. May they not want learn. May they not want finish for bad things, my people. I don't understand, my people. If you watch this video till now, what do you think for this video? How you look at? You look and say Igbo people they're too weak for this. Why are they're too weak? Or what do you hear for this video? Now so it's supposed to be all their silence. Whether all their silence that they cook better thing, maybe they will bring this our brother, maybe they send to by my people. And see this video, share this video and drop your opinion. Your opinion matter a lot, my people. Thank you for watching.